Welcome to my 100-year-old basement. No, but seriously, welcome to my 100-year-old basement. And I'm going to tell you why I will not be getting an on-demand instant hot water heater or a tankless water heater. So this right here is a 50-gallon electric tank water heater from 1994. That's right, this water heater is older than most of you. Which means I knew that it was already old when I moved in. I was well aware of that, and I knew that it was going to need to be replaced sooner than later. Turns out it's sooner. Now, I happen to live in the southwest corner of Virginia, okay, in the United States. Right up here, that's Washington, D.C. That's where Elon just did his infamous gesture. But out here, we don't have any natural gas. Just over the border in Kentucky they do, but it doesn't service us down here. Which means I would have to get an electric tankless water heater. Not only are those expensive to run, which is fine because they're only running when you're using hot water, but you would need to get a very large, powerful one to replace a 50-gallon tank. I did that in the first house we moved into, and if you scroll back a long ways, you'll probably see me doing it. Now, doing that in that house was not a big deal because it needed two lines. It needed two sources of electricity, two 240 volt breakers. Whereas one of these only takes one breaker. But the bathroom was right on the other side of the electrical panel. So all I really had to do is punch a hole in the wall, add a breaker, run some electrical wiring, all very basic stuff. But as I said, this is a 100-year-old house, which means this wire runs up into there, somewhere, it snakes through the wall somehow and gets into the entryway. I wouldn't have any easy, quick, accessible way to add a second 240 volt breaker. So while it is possible that a person could in my situation, for me, doing it right now is not an economical solution. It is going to be cheaper to buy another one of these and let that run for the next 10 years if I'm lucky, if I'm being honest. The fact that this is 30 years old, 31, is just bonkers. And another problem is that it is not impossible for us to lose power during, say, a snowstorm. That's happened before. When you lose power, this thing is still full of hot water, so you've got at least maybe a couple of showers out of it before you run out of hot water. When you're using one of these and you have no power, you have no hot water, period. Because even the gas ones use an electric ignition. And the third reason comes back to location as well. The ground temperature water coming in can be as low as 33 degrees or 1 degree Celsius. It literally gets so cold out that if we don't let our water drip all night, it will freeze. And tankless water heaters go based on the degree of rise. So if you get a 50-degree rise out of your hot water, but it's coming in at 33 degrees, that means you're going to be up to 83 degrees, which is very, very cold on your skin when you're in the shower. So even if you have it just blasting hot water on you, you're not going to be getting a hot shower out of it, at least not in the winter. That's why I said in the beginning to put an adequate sized one in here, it would be probably a $2,000 or a $3,000 unit that I'd have to put in a commercial unit to replace this.